Hey everyone, so today I just got done running 49 juiced breaches. As is tradition, we'll run the last one together. And if you didn't know, you can zoom out with the mouse wheel and press escape, and you'll get this aerial view of the map. I have an entire tips and tricks video I'll link in the description, full of useful things like this. So let's send a step tier 15 with rarity, and we'll fire right into this. This is actually a really good map for breaches. And right now I'm running my Spark Ranger build. Link in the description as well if you're running a Ranger class and want to absolutely eviscerate everything on screen and off screen. I am kind of hoping for at least a double breach. This isn't the 50th map that I wanted to run. I actually saved an irradiated and corrupted tier 16 map, and while I was doing that, I crashed. So, yeah, that was not good.
I need more mana.
Where are the enemies at? Out of mana. And there we go. Okay, here's one breach. Pretty early in the map too, so potential for a second. And you can see how much damage this build does. The AoE is insane. Perfect for breaches. Of course, this is only tier 15, but the tier 16 plus 2 was exactly the same that I was running. I'll put a clip of that at the end, where I crashed. Oh yeah, this is a really good map for breaches. Get one more group of enemies, maybe. Anything down here? Hello? That was alright. Could have been a little bit better. But I'll pick up all this stuff and get back to you. Alright, everything has been collected and we'll quickly finish up this map. Those delirium mobs, they spawn with like 2 seconds of invincibility. So annoying. But they do drop those simulacrum splinters, which really adds a lot of money to the maps. So, yeah, we kind of need them. And I can see the last 2 rares on screen, so we'll quickly run to those.
Too weak, too slow.
And you can see just how fast this build is. 4, maybe 5-minute breaches. Clear the entire map. Yeah, it's that easy. I do want to just look up here. Maybe we got a double breach. 30 enemies remain. Probably not. 2 splinters over here. And a tier 15, okay. So, real quick, Doriani, identify. Didn't get anything worth disassembling. And here we go. Alright, and it's time to look at the loot from 50 juiced breaches. So let me throw all this stuff in here real quick. Alright, and it's time for the write down. So we can open this, take out a calculator. So we got 318 raw Exalt drops. We got 64 Chaos drops. That's 192 Exalts at 1 Chaos being worth 3 Exalts. 13 Chance Orbs. Most of those came from disassembling Uniques. So 13 times 6.5 Exalts each. And we'll say 85. We'll round that up because we have a couple Chance Shards. We got 2 divines, which is kind of low. I think I got a little unlucky because when I ran the original 50 breaches, I got 4 divine drops. So definitely got a little unlucky here. But where we got unlucky in some places, we got lucky in others. I got 1 perfect jeweler's orb, and these are so rare. I'd actually say don't expect getting a perfect jeweler's orb and expect getting more divines. I think I got unlucky with divines and very lucky getting a perfect jeweler's. We got 91 Vol orbs. And these are, yeah, basically pretty much not worth anything, but we'll say 13 exalts. I'm gonna use these anyway, so not a complete waste. 64 armorer's scraps, and that's 1 exalt per 2.5 armorer's scraps, so about 25 exalts there. Gem cutters, we got 21 of those, for about 31 exalts there. And here we have the Simulacrum Splinters. And this is why I love putting Delirium modifiers on my map. This is so much more money. So 233 splinters times 0.8. 186 exalts extra, not to mention the increased magic monsters and all the other extra drops. Breach splinters, we got 158 of those. So that's about almost 40. This is slightly rounded up, so we'll say 38 exalts in raw splinter drops. And then we got 6 breach stones. So that's actually 1,800 splinters. I almost got 2,000 splinters, and I had to pick all of those up individually, okay? That's so many drops. But we have, so 6 times 7, and that's going to give us 420 exalted orbs in breach stones. And then finally, we have catalysts. Most of these are worth nothing. The only catalysts that are worth anything are the adaptive catalysts that enhance attribute modifiers. So we got 10, 20, 30, 43 of these. So 43 times 0.4 gives us 17 exalts there. And you know what? We'll round that up to 20, keep it even, for a grand total of 1,850 exalts from 50 tier 15 plus breaches, which gives us an average of, 1,850 divided by 50 maps, gives us an average of 37 exalts per map. And I'm able to do these maps in about 6 minutes with my clear speed. So, 4 minutes for the map, a minute for the breach, and a minute to pick up all of these drops. Of course, some maps have multiple breaches, so let's say maybe 8 to 9 maps an hour on average, right? Not trying super hard. So we can multiply this by 8 maps per hour. For almost 3 divines per hour. That is not bad. And we can actually compare this to my previous run. So this is what I got from 50 tier 15 plus breaches without an unupgraded atlas. And this comes to about 26 exalts per map, versus the 36 exalts per map I got with an upgraded atlas. And I will show the atlas It's not even fully upgraded. I am missing the Grasping Hands to spawn a couple extra magic monsters. So that 36 exalts per map could be maybe touching 40 exalts per map with this upgrade. And what I like about breaches is the breach stone is only worth about 70 exalts. So this, the super endgame boss doing the twisted domain, it's realistically possible for most people to do this, as opposed to the crux of nothingness, which is 600 exalts per attempt, right? You get one portal. So 600 exalts per attempt, 70 exalts per attempt. This is so much more realistic, and the loot is great. So, is this something you should try? Yes, absolutely. If you have massive AoE clear to handle the breaches, then it is
have enough mana.
100% worth doing. And even if you can't do the Twisted Domain, like I said, when I did the 50 unupgraded breach runs, like this was tier 15 plus, and I got about 26 exalts per run without any Atlas upgrades. So this is completely reasonable what you should expect if you ran 50 breaches. And the breaches I ran for these 50 juiced breaches, I ran every map with either rarity or quantity, so that further boosted these numbers. So even if you can't do the Atlas, even if you don't fully juice your maps, you should be able to get 25 to 30 exalts per map on average. And real quick, how I juice my maps. I just put distilled ire on my maps. So I will quality them up. Oh, we got a rarity, that's pretty good. And then I will put 3 distilled ire on the map, 60% more magic monsters. You're going to get more XP, more drops, and the enemies are going to drop simulacrum splinters. And those are so much extra money. Again, if we look at this, the simulacrum splinters, 186 extra exalts. And 3 distilled ire will only run you 1 exalted orb. So this is 136 exalts profit just from having the distilled emotion modifier on my map. And the last thing I want to mention, again, I think I got pretty unlucky with my drops. I finished the 49 breaches yesterday, and then I ran, I think, 6 more just for fun. And in those 6 maps, I got 2 divines and 2 greater jeweler's orbs, which would have added so much more currency to this tab. With an upgraded Atlas, I think you should realistically expect about 40 exalts per map on average, and I am running 148% rarity. And I'd say that's just about it. Definitely start running some breaches. They are so profitable. Make sure you juice your maps, make sure you have rarity, and if you can, upgrade the Atlas. If you can't, you're going to make so much anyways, so don't worry too much about it. And with that, I think we're just about done, so as always, take care, everyone. And here we go. Breach number 2. I think I've only explored maybe half the map, so this could be a triple breach to end the 50 breaches, so this could be pretty good. Probably not the best position for a breach. Only getting about half the breach, unfortunately. Oh, ooh, we froze. Oh, that's depressing. Am I dead? right.